Hello ladies and gentlemen, Kirk here with Divine Health. Sure glad you're watching. So today I want to share with you and talk a little bit about what I call a foot detox. And what that is it's an ionic foot detoxer. And I know a lot of people have heard about these. A lot of people have heard a lot of negative things about these, or maybe you haven't heard about them at all. But what a ionic foot detoxer is, and specifically the one I'm speaking of today, is called the Ionic Body Balancer. I think it's one of the best ones. I've tried many different ones, and I'm going to share with you just a little bit why I think this is a great one and why some of the others aren't. And I'm going to share with you some experiences that I've personally had and seen through many clients that I've helped that they've had through this. Now, what a foot detox Ionic Body Balancer really is it's just a machine that kicks out a small electrical current through what they call an array that's placed in some water that you put your feet in. Now you just use normal water and you add a little bit of salt to that, and then you put that electric in there with your feet in there. You turn it on and it charges the water, and it really ionizes the water. It creates a negative ion charge to the water. And what that negative ion charge does is it's, accepted by your body. It's pulled in by your body, you might say, and it runs through your whole meridian system. So this negative ion charge is running throughout your whole body, and it's kind of running up and down your body. And what it's doing is it's attracting any toxins, you might say. Now, if you want the real science behind this, I have a lot on my website at divinehealthplus.com. You can check it out. But I want to give it to you in layman's terms. What this does is it just goes in there, and this negative charge goes into your body, and it's like a magnet, and it just attracts all the toxins, and it just pulls it right back out your body, right through your feet. Now, what makes the Ionic Body Balancer that I use and that I would recommend really unique and different is there's two things. One is it's an analog signal. And the analog signal is kind of what our bodies already are. Our bodies are energized, and they have an analog, energy that's to them. A lot of the other machines, pretty much all the other machines, in fact, other than about maybe one or two that I have found, are a digital style machine. And what happens is your body really has a hard time accepting that digital signal. And so when you put your feet in that, it only really detoxes up to like the mid part of your legs, because your body struggles with accepting that digital signal versus the analog signal that's kicked out by the Ionic Body Balancer. The other thing is the array. And the array is really unique with Body Balancer because it's all stainless steel. It's a really high quality array. It's really good, and it does a great job. As to where a lot of the other machines that are on the market, especially ones that you can find on eBay and Amazon and all these things that are really inexpensive that people like to get, and it kind of gives, this foot detoxing a bad name for itself, is they're really crappy materials. They're really low quality metals. A lot of them have a lot of plastic and things on them. And I'm gonna be honest with you, they don't do a very good job, if any, and I really contemplate whether they can be more harmful than more good, because you're soaking your feet in water with a charge, and these metal plates, they do erode from the salt water and from the electric power, and you're soaking in something that has kind of a crummy metal, you might say, and your body probably absorbs some of that. I'm not going to tell you that 100%, but from my experiences, when I've tried those, I wouldn't use them, and I wouldn't recommend them to anyone. But what I've found through the Ionic Body Balancer is my personal testimony and my personal experience is that I had a whole lot of heavy metal detox. I had just a bunch of different heavy metals in my body from working in photo labs for 10 plus years, getting my hands in all these chemicals and things, and my body absorbed a lot of metals that created a lot of issues. Now, there's a paper that comes with these, and it'll tell you the different colors that the water is going to be the different detoxes that come out. And I just want you to know that if you put the array in the water and you don't put your feet in it at all, and you run this thing for 30 to 40 minutes like I would recommend, the water's going to turn brown, and it can have a little bit of floating going on in it automatically, because the water is going to ionize. It's going to turn to like an iced tea color. That's just the ionization process of it. So everybody's is going to turn brown. It's going to turn brown very quickly in the beginning, and it's not really the detox that's happening quite yet. It takes some time for your body to accept that and for it to run through your whole meridian system and attract the toxins and to pull them out of your body. But that is just something that happens, and people a lot of times say, well, yeah, my water's turning colors, but it does even without my feet in there. And I agree with that. It does do that. But what I've noticed with myself, because of the heavy metal toxicity that I had, is when I did that, I soaked my feet and I even soaked my hands at times, is my water turned sheer black. It looked like used motor oil, and it was slimy and really thick and gross. I'm gonna be honest with you, it was really disgusting. And that was because the heavy metals were coming out of my body. Now, I did this over the time of probably about 1 year, and I did it twice a day. A lot of times I did my feet and I did my hands, and I did different testing for heavy metal toxins as well as normal minerals in my body through like hair samples and things. And I kept an eye on my good minerals, and I kept an eye on the bad metals that I had. And a lot of people say, well, you can't use these too much because it'll get rid of your good minerals. Well, I want you to know that my good mineral count, it didn't really decrease at all through all the things that I personally saw. But all the bad things that I had in my body, those were decreasing quite noticeably. And when I run one today, I still run them every once in a while. I probably don't do it as often as I should. I might do once a week or once a month at times when I'm here. It comes out pretty clean. It's nowhere near what it used to be. Of course, it turns brown like it did, and sometimes I'll have some green in there, some white in there, some maybe black flakes in there, just different things in there, just from toxins that happen just from living and just throughout the day and stuff. But it's totally different night and day. So I know for a fact that the colors do have something to do with it, but I don't put too much, weight in it of saying, oh, wow, you're turning brown, this is what it is, or you're turning this, or that's what it is. But what I have noticed is that when I'm helping people, say I've had people that have gallbladder issues, major gallbladder issues, their water usually turns green. I mean, that's something that I commonly see. Or maybe I'll be helping people with a lot of yeast. Their water, there's a whole lot of white in it. You'll see white in it. Or I have people that have, their lymph system isn't circulating and it's really full. This thing will foam up like crazy when a lymph system is like that from that. And these are things that I've seen from people. And I've seen some pretty amazing results. I've seen, little growths on people's feet, little fatty tumors or whatever they might be, go away in even as little as one session. And people are like, oh my gosh, what just happened? Or I've had people that really struggle with pain or don't sleep well or have digestion issues. Or like myself, I had kidney issues for a long time and it just wasn't working properly. And when I did the foot bath, it always helped just relieve all those symptoms and everything. It helped just get rid of a lot of things. I even had blood clots for a while, and I would soak them, and you could see like black chunks come out, and it was like a powdery chunk that came out, and you could feel the blood clots. Blood clots are quite painful, and you can feel them if you've ever had them. And that pain would go away after doing 1 or 2 sessions. So I know that it helped with that. Now, I'm not telling you that scientifically it's proven this will get rid of blood clots. But what I'm telling you is in my experiences, it helped me get rid of blood clots. I did other things in order for that to happen as well, but this was something that really benefited me. It really benefited me with the heavy metals. I've helped a lot of people, and I've really seen the benefits of getting rid of yeast or candida or fungus. Heavy metals, of course, is something, cleaning out the gallbladder or maybe the liver or kidneys, doing all those kind of things, helping the lymph system to kind of drain so that it can work the way that it needs to work. These are things that I've seen with this, and I really believe that this is something that could benefit you. Now, I know that you can look online and you can see all the negative things about it, and I've read those and I've seen them, but I'm the kind of guy that gets things and I personally try it, and I've been using these, foot detoxers for probably close to 15 years now. In the beginning, I used a lot of different ones, saw some results, yes and no, back and forth. But with the Ionic body balancer that I've had for the last 14 years now, probably 13 or 14 years, I've seen some really great results with it for myself, for my family, and for other people. So I think that if it's something you're interested in, an easy, simple way to detox your body, maybe you've been kind of on the board about it, maybe you've never even heard about it, I want you to jump on our website and check these out. Check out this Ionic body balancer, because this is going to be a way to really help you detox and streamline your health to get to where you want to be, because it'll help you with energies and all kinds of things. All right? And so today, I just thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you next time, and we tell you bye for now.